Take a look at what I have here. This is a balance board with a twist to it. So rather than having a fulcrum in the middle where you balance back and forth, we're going to use spheres, and they will go inside here. And the person balancing has to try to balance on there. And the twist is this: if they get really good, then we could just slap one of these on here. This is a little maze. It fits right in there. And we set a ball bearing right there. And now hop on with your feet and see if you can make the ball bearing go through the maze. This seems like it could be very difficult. I'm glad I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give this to my grandkids. If you'd like to see how to make one of these, stay with me. So I have this old weathered piece of MDF, and I'm going to go ahead and make a large circle. And then I'm going to make a second circle inside of that. So I have these two circles, and I'm going to just need this band. The rest of this is going to be scrap. It's scrap anyway. I'm also going to remove the corners, make them nice and round, and I'm just going to use this magnetic pan that I have to do this. So on every corner I'm going to draw this arc and cut it off. I'm going to drill a hole right through here that I can put my jigsaw into and cut out the inner circle. So I got that cut. Then I can go ahead and go this way a little bit. But you get the idea. I actually have been able to do it all with the jigsaw, just being careful to support this diving board out here with one hand. Now you can see I have most of this structure supported on the workbench. All I have to do is meet these two lines. So here we go. That's what I want. That'll do it. So I have this marble maze where you start right here with a marble and you make the marble roll around here until you get to the end here. Now I'm going to put this on this 1/4 inch piece of plywood, and because I have a 90 degree here and somebody cut a nice 90 degree there, I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to use these edges for my 90 degrees. Now I'm going to use a little bit of this Elmer's glue that you use with paper, and it works good for me because I can peel it off after I'm done. I'm going to stick that down onto the wood. Now all I have to do is take and thread the blade through this hole and follow the line on the outside all the way around and all the way back, and then this section that is white will drop out, and that is the track from our marble to go on. Now I use this yardstick to cut the width of these grip tape pieces. Now I'll just use the same yardstick, line it up in the opposite direction, and then when I do this, I will get as close to I can of a perfect square. And so when I get that square, you can see what I can do is take these squares and lay them in this type of pattern and get a nice diamond pattern. And that's what I'm going to do on that other side. Here's an in progress look at what I'm doing First, I took this ball bearing maze that I put in the center. I decided not to glue it down in case someone wants to just have it off of there. So what I did is I'm centering it, I'm putting sandpaper all around it, and I think you can just set it down and it won't have anywhere to slide. So what I've done is I've got a center line going right through here, and I have another center line going right through here. And then you can see I'm laying diamonds out this way, and then I drew with a ruler a line extending the corners out here and here. So I laid these two down on that line that cuts the corners. Now I simply go ahead and plug in, all the extras. So I'm in my last stages of this balance board, and it's going to be balancing on one of these balls that I got for free from a batting cage, softball size. Seems to support my weight at 175. And then I bought these hunting ball bearings for slingshots from Big Five Sporting Goods. And then I have this already cut out, and what I did is I put this, I don't want to glue this on here because people may want to use this and step in this area, but when they want to try this, they can set it right between these sandpapers and it's not going to go anywhere. And then this ball bearing will go in there, and they have to kind of do this with their balance and get themselves all the way to the end of this thing. The last thing I have to do is glue underneath this ring that the ball will stay inside of, and I'm going to do that right now. So now I've centered the circle on the bottom. I put little pieces of masking tape so when I flip it back I can be in the right spot. I'll go like this, and then I don't want this to slop out, so I'll just put the glue in the center, and a good squeeze will let it spread. So now I'll take it and flip it over, line up this tape here, here. Now one thing I want to do, because it is moving a little bit, is I want to take this tape and put a little bit here, like that, and also a little bit here, because when you put weight on the top, the next thing that happens is it squirrelies over to another spot, and you've kind of messed that up. So we'll go ahead and put these tapes down. Now it'll kind of stay in the same spot. Maybe one here. I see I'm getting a little squeeze out here, but since this is the bottom and it's not supposed to be aesthetically beautiful, I don't care. Now I'm going to push down. You can see I've got enough squeeze out where I can probably just take something like a Kleenex here and wipe it. And then I'll go ahead and put a weight on top. And I'll start with this old board, put that on the top. And then on top of that, I'll put a heavy piece of steel that will push down. And in about a half an hour, this should be nice and dry.